Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Elias and welcome back to Project Ozone 2. In the last episode, we got Creative Flight. And then we started working on kind of progressing further along in this mod pack. One of the big things that we were working on was getting the sifting automated. I went ahead and added 3 new sifters for crushed netherrack, soul sand, and eventually crushed endstone if we want that. And yeah, I made a bunch more of the pulverizers so that we can hook these up and start doing work with that. So let's go ahead and do that. I also built out just a little bit. Didn't get very far, unfortunately, but we'll get there. Today we are going to kind of start progressing towards MooFluid. That is kind of the goal at this point. And that's going to require us to do a lot of other things. And I would have liked to have a lot of that stuff over here in the machine area, but that's not going to happen today. So, oh well. I just don't have enough of the stuff, the things, the what am I trying to say? Quartz. That's what I get for making my base out of quartz. So, anyways, this is how we're going to set up all of this stuff. So, these guys are all on... they're all disabled for right now. So, what we're going to do is the bottom row is going to be for dust, the middle row is for sand, and the top row is for gravel. So, this one's easy. Input, all output out the back. We just switch this to insert. And once we turn this lever off, it should start working. So this guy will be insert, output that there, output the excess into the back, and input, output everything on the back. And we just got to change this guy to insert. And similar for this, everything goes to the right. Except for the excess until the last one, and then everything just goes out the back. We change this to insert. We change this to extract always active. Always active. And then these guys should all be done. So we turn that on, and we should see... Oh, I need to hook power up to half of them. I forgot about that part. So let's get some energy conduits. And we'll do that real quick, and it won't be a problem. So this will work. This will make everything nice and good. So this top one should be working, and it is. Alright, so they're all working now. It'll produce all of the stuff that we're going to need. And... yeah, that's pretty much it. So as things get full, we'll get more ores and whatnot. This one is osmium ore sand. That needs to go... oh no, it was just waiting. Okay, never mind. Just trying to make sure that everything has its place and all that kind of fun stuff. Something we can do, and this is kind of silly, but what we can do is, because we have mostly because we have our unbreaking picks and flight, we can go into the nether now and clear out a decent area with the crushing pickaxe and get a ton of crushed netherrack. Which is what I want to go do real quick, just to get a little bit in there, so that we can start sifting that as well. That'll give us more gold. Gravel, sand, and dust will give you iron, and it is a guaranteed chance for iron basically every time. However, crushed netherrack will give you gold, guaranteed. Plus, it has better chance of copper, I think. So, just want to get some of the stuff taken care of, so break a little bit of stuff, and we come out here, And here's the neat thing is we no longer have to worry about lava. Really, we just stick close to the top and we do that. So I have way too much, but that's fine. I just turn that off and who cares? That's also going to open up a ton of resources so that we can come back and get those later if we need them. So with that taken care of, we have a bunch of crushed netherrack. We can head back to our base and start working on the next thing. So the next thing to work on is PneumatICraft. That is gonna be the ideal thing for us at this point, just to get more progress. We're gonna need access to plastics. So we have 13. We can go ahead and turn that on, and it will start. It should automatically start sifting, unless I messed up. Oh, I did mess up. Okay, that's an easy fix. I just need some of the insulated redstone conduit. I believe it has to be the insulated. Let's see, what did we use down here? Conduit connector, insulated redstone conduit. Yes, we needed to use that because this is, yeah, because we want to make sure it is secured. So how do we get the insulated redstone conduit again? I don't remember. It's been a while. We need to make the insulated glass, which is iron dust, iron, cactus, green, and we're actually going to need a little bit of sand. We'll just pop down here and grab a piece of sand to get the cactus. We'll make 3 sets of it, because why not? And yeah, that's pretty much it. So, come over here, smelt that, grind up a couple of those, and we'll be good to go. So, there is the cactus green. There is the pulverized iron. We should be able to make, I think I need more glass, don't I? Let's see. Just take a stack of that and we'll throw it in here. It's in furnace mode, so I believe we can go ahead and make just a little bit of it. Oh, we can make all that we need. So once it goes back into the system, there we go. So we only need 3 of these, but having more is fine. So just do this. We get our wrench out, separate them, and then how do I do this again? Do I have to click it on that side? Didn't want to click that. Alright, so we just have to click these. Make sure that none of the stuff connects. And I think I just clicked strong signal. No, I don't even need to click that. So we already have a little bit because of the connection. So let's take this out, put that in, and then if we hit this, we should see more pop in. Perfect. So this should be good to go. This will eventually back up, which is fine by me. That's kind of the ideal situation. We don't have to worry about anything in these guys. These guys will just kind of do their thing, and eventually we'll be able to profit on all of this stuff. So let's go ahead and start working towards the next thing, which is, if we look at our quest book, not that we need to, let's see, is it Zeta? No. Epsilon? Yes. Epsilon. We need to make 4 refineries. So the refinery is going to let us get into plastic. The refineries are made pretty easily. Require some fused quartz, which I have, dark steel, and compressed iron. So we need 4 of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Easy enough. And then we need the plastic maker, so the thermo-pneumatic processing plant. This guy is a little bit more challenging, I'm going to assume. Thermo-pneumatic processing plant. Nope, not at all. Okay, so can we go ahead and make it? We're missing glass. Not surprised. So here is a stack of glass for the system. And there's the thermo-pneumatic processing system. Easy enough. And then the plastic mixer, which we're going to need later to get all the different colors of plastic. This guy is a little bit important. It's also pretty easy to make. Most of this stuff just requires compressed iron. And then it wants us to make transistors, and then basically working towards making PCBs. Yuck. We have a greater basics. Alright, well, let's open the basic reward bags and heart glass, dirt chest, and core sample drill. Nothing all that great. Alright, so now I have to remember refineries used to process oil into different fuels, sorted from heavy to light. So we need to get oil. 2 refineries. Diesel is produced at the bottom. LPG is at the top. So yeah, we need to get oil. And that is a little bit trickier. There's a couple of different ways. There is the Amadron, which would give us oil, or let's see, light oil, heavy oil, and LPG. So all this stuff is what we need to get in order to make plastic. That is the challenge, and I don't remember how you're supposed to get. Let's see, at MooFluid. Let's see, there is plastic plants are being removed in favor of oil. Yep. Can be processed. Yep. That is exactly what etching acid. Yeah, LPG is used to make plastic. But I believe you need to get oil somehow. One way is through the Amadron, which is a where is it? It is an ordering system. Don't see it on there. There it is. Amadron tablet. Basically, you can make. You need some plastic, and you need the GPS tool, which takes more plastic, and you need an air canister, which is pretty easy. That allows you to order in stuff, but we need oil of some sort. And ideally, we'll get it from cows. So we have molten, heavy brine. Not really anything all that good. So let's get something better. What we're gonna do is we're gonna set up our auto spawner. We need another safari net. That's not too bad to do. Just a gas tier, which we don't have. Alright, so we're gonna need a safari net. And yeah, we have the ender pearls, we just don't have the gas tiers. That's fine. Let's go back to the nether. We'll kill some gas and get some gas tiers. And what we will do with that is we'll make a safari net. We will capture a cow, and we're going to use the cow to a MooFluid cow to get oil. I don't know if there's another way. Real quick, let's look at the quest book and see if it talks about that. Because we are in a skyblock. Refines oil, makes plastic. Yeah, it doesn't really say anything. So, looks like we need to just find a... we just need to find a gas. Kill a gas. And be done with it. So, luckily Creative Flight makes this pretty easy. There's a gas. And we got a few gas tiers. Let's make sure. We have 4. Not bad. I think that'll do for now. Big spider. As long as it's not the Erebus spiders, I don't really care. Erebus spiders are just creepy. Alright, let us go back home. That was a nice quick little excursion. Eventually we're going to need more gas tiers because we're going to be making gas seeds. And gas seeds are used, are made from gas tiers. We'll need 4 to make gas seeds. You know what? We're going to do that. We'll do that another time. If I have 1 more gas, that'd be awesome, but I don't think we do. Oh, hey, and there is the rest of the insulated redstone cable. Whoops. Oh, well. One of these days, I will move the rest of this stuff over to the main base and get it into the system, but today is not that day. Alright, so ender pearls. We have plenty of those. And there is the safari net, and this guy will allow us to get more cows. Now the idea is going to be one of a couple things. We get one of the types of, well, any of the cows. Oil would not be bad. I think that'd be probably the best in the long run, depending on... There's a couple things I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember how this all works. So let's just set this up for the time being. We'll just put it up over here. So we put these on top of each other. And let's see, it needs heat. That's right. We need heat to refine. Ideally, we'll get LPG, but if we get oil, that is okay. I don't think we can use heavy oil, but once molten zinc, we don't really need zinc. Alright, so we're going to come over here. We are going to set up our auto spawner. And get a conduit for the fluids. And again, right here is fine. We'll just hook this up for the time being. And I do want a lever. And we already have cows. Alright, so we need to turn this off for a second. What kind do we have? Hooch, don't care. Molten nickel, don't care. Glass, don't care. Oil. Well, there we go. We're gonna keep the oil for the time being. Let's see, molten nickel. Do we have any like soul vials or? We have a couple soul vials. Hey. Where'd you go? Alright, so we need to do one of these so we can see underneath here. Always active. Insert. And I actually want this to be just extract. Alright, so that will fill up this guy pretty quickly. We'll put our block of quartz back. And this is easy enough. We're going to get basically infinite amounts of MooFluids. Molten brass, don't care. Ow, stop it. Alright. Essence. I think that's mob essence, actually. Yeah, that's mob essence. That's kind of nice. He's also essence. We don't need two. And lava. I can make lava fast enough otherwise. So, what we can end up doing... You know what? We're gonna switch plans. What we're gonna end up doing is let's get some cobblestone. I don't have much in here, so let's grab like 4 stacks of cobblestone. I think that'll be enough. We're gonna make 2 stacks of walls. Yeah, that's more than enough. And let's get a chisel. We'll make these blocks somewhat nice. I always like the dark panel. That's one of my favorite ones. It looks really good, so that's what I'm going to use. And what we're going to do is we're going to head into the last millennium. And we're going to set up kind of a pseudo MooFluid farm. For right now, what we're going to do is we're just going to set up a little bit of an area. I think this direction will be fine. We're gonna go out like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then from here, let's see, F7. I need F7. Mobs can spawn here. Go out this way, and I'm gonna make it the same size as this guy. So. We'll also want this. And let's see, let's get these guys on the bar. We're gonna put fences all around. It'll look nice, it'll be good. And kind of just for the time being, what I'm gonna end up doing, we're gonna head back real quick just to grab a wand of some sort. And what we're gonna end up doing is eventually I'll kind of fill that out and all that kind of fun stuff, but for now let's grab the one that's not broken. We'll use this one as well, so let's go ahead back. For now, what we're going to do is we're just going to extend this a little ways and make a little bit of a cage for some of these guys, so that we can keep them and keep them safe and all that kind of fun stuff. So that is the plan. Do I have to hit F7 again? I do every time I load this area. That's interesting. Alright, so that is all my blocks. We'll just do one of these. I'll need to make more torches at some point. And for the time being, let's put up a little bit of a fence. And we're just going to make a little area to house these cows. That rhymed. So that we can keep them. We'll keep them safe, and eventually we will set up some automated milking of these guys just for whatever we want. And relatively soon, how bad is it to make a dimensional transceiver? There we go, that's what it's called. I had to think for a second. Dimensional transceiver. Those are not terrible. Yeah, not terrible. We could do that. Need some sort of enlightened fused quartz, which is just glass and quartz, or quartz and glowstone, rather. So nothing major there. All right. So with that taken care of, what we can do is we're going to continue making more cows, liquefied emeralds, lubricant, that might be good later, LPG, that's what we want, molten gold, don't care about you. Emeralds, don't care, light brine, don't care, lava, don't care. Alright, cool, so we got the cows we wanted. Now, something we can do, let's head back here. And what we're going to do is we're going to put the, let's see, which one was it? It's the lubricant cow in here. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this guy out. Molten zinc, don't care about him. We're going to put the LPG cow into the safari net. We'll put them back in there. Exact copy, yes. And this way we can get 2. We can then breed a bunch. Or we could just continue spawning them in. Doesn't really matter either way. This is going to take a lot more essence, a lot more power, all that fun stuff. But we'll get LPG cows. And only LPG cows. So we just switched that to off on the exact copy and we don't have to worry about it. Now we can also breed these cows. They are breedable, and it's normal wheat. So we'll just put these guys in here, and what I'll end up doing is I'll get a drum. We'll need to make a rancher, which I think we're gonna do. I think that's how we'll finish this episode off, by making the rancher, and that's pretty much all we'll need. And we'll have all the LPG that we'll need. We don't need to worry about the refinery, ever. This is a nice little shortcut to get around the refinery. Otherwise, you need to get oil, and as far as I'm aware, there's only like 2 places for oil. One of them is the mining dimension, which I don't know that we have access to. Actually, yes, we do. It is a reward for Antlion Overlord, which we could go do in the Erebus. But that's not something I really want to do at this point. We need to repair this. Does this have any modifiers? Yes. Can we get some moss? Different kind of moss. Let's see. Stone. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Put that stuff away. We'll grab our chisel. And get some mossy stone bricks. Make a ball of moss. And we'll put this on our sword just to let it auto repair. Especially because we're not going to be using it all that often. Outside of the occasional like killing animals. Really at this point. So that's pretty much that. So we have the LPG. We can make plastic. The plastic mixer and the processing plant. I have to look. So this requires pressure and temperature. So it might actually make heat. It probably just requires pressure. So this is one that we're going to have to actually do things with in terms of the pressure and all that kind of fun stuff. But it shouldn't be that too bad. It shouldn't be that bad. There's a couple safeguards we can make. But let's make the rancher. We're going to need a machine chassis. So that means a capacitor. Some iron bars. 1, 2, 3, 4. And some steel. We only have 4 steel at this point, but that's fine. We get this going. Iron bars on the outside. Capacitor in the middle. Steel. That'll take literally just a second. And let's see. We're gonna want. We're probably only gonna use 1 rancher because that makes the most sense to me. We can use MooFluid conduits. These guys can send multiple fluids at the same time, and we put enough drums we can collect whatever liquids we want. So there's that. That we're only gonna have to make 1 of these guys. So we need iron. Let's turn this into a storage area. So there's 2 sets of shears. We're gonna need, let's see, solarium. Actually, you know what? It doesn't matter. We're gonna need some solarium, redstone, silicon, and zombie heads. All of that is pretty easy. Alright, so zombie head for the Z-Logic controller. I have plenty of those. Just come here, do this. There we go. And can we make it? Hey, there we go. There is the rancher. And the thing is I believe that's a quest in this area? Maybe? Nope. Okay, never mind. That is not a quest. I wish I knew what opened up solar flux. It's probably something back here. Just not sure what. So yeah, that's pretty much all we're gonna do. Let's go ahead and set up the cows for now. We're going to need power. So can we get a generator? And actually, you know what? How bad is the ender generators again? I don't remember. These guys are easy if we have the blocks of 3, 4, 5. Let's grab 9 of those. Do one of these. Right. Or hit R and you can make these guys. So we're gonna make actually 1, 2, 3. That's all we need. 8 more of these guys. So what else could we possibly need? Probably Eyes of Ender. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many do we need? 16. Exactly. So that's convenient. And there we go. There's the ender generators. And then if we want to make these guys better, we do that. Alright, so with that taken care of, I want to check real quick. Anything. Broken iron and broken titanium are not going anywhere. I believe they go in here. But there's no room. Is there room in here? There is. So broken iron, broken titanium. It doesn't really matter as long as there's slots for all the stuff. So let's grab chunk loader. Let's grab a drawer. So we'll have to make one of those. So wood. Literally just a chest with that. There we go. We're going to want some item conduits. We're going to want some of those ender fluid conduits. And we're going to want drums. I'm not entirely sure how many. But in order to make drums, it's literally just the iron. So I believe we need 4. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then this, learn it. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 4 will be enough for now, so let's go back. We'll get this set up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so 4 is right. We'll have lubricant, we'll have LPG, oil, and essence, which is kind of cool. So we just set up the... see, 1, 2, 3, 4... oh, man. Let's steal... I think we only need 2 of these walls. But we're going to steal more so that we can... 1, 2... okay, so it's 1, 2... 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a shame. 5 by 5 is the area you want, because it's the max area of the actual guy. So we'll do this the slow way. And there we go. So with that, we'll go ahead and put the rancher here. I didn't bring any power lines. I kind of forgot about that part. Whoops. We'll have drawer. I also need to go grab some Eyes of Ender. So this will be extract always active, insert, and then this will go to our 4 drums. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Just do that. This will be extract always active, and these will just be inserts. Now this should work pretty easily. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna disconnect this stuff and connect them one at a time. So let's go grab the power stuff, everything else we need. So let's see, we need Ender Lilies and conduits. And then we do have, I just realized, we do have Ender tanks. That is another way to send stuff. We only have 1 though. So that's kind of why I'm not too concerned about sending things back yet. I want to make sure that the drawer stays locked. We'll get this taken care of. So that should start giving power. Alright, that doesn't need power lines. Okay, so we have oil in there. Perfect. We're gonna smack the top. There's lubricant. We have anything else? We can go ahead, get the essence, and LPG. Perfect. So that is all the stuff we need. We can also auto extract out of this if we want to later, and if I choose to, I can move the cows to areas. We'll have a decent cow farm type thing where we can move them somewhere else if we want to get different animals for a little bit, or only focus for example on the LPG. So we've already got 3 buckets of that. It's really nice. The cooldown is pretty quick. I believe it's just this needs to not idle, and then it works, and then it idles, and then it will work. And it doesn't actually count that like we're milking these guys, so the cooldown won't disappear. We'll just get stuff. The last thing we need to do is just put a chunk loader. Let's hit, I think it's F9. Alright, and we'll put it right in this corner. Show lasers. Alright, so all these chunks are loaded. And that's more than enough. I believe we only did... yeah, it would be just 1 chunk. Unfortunately, this is in 2 different chunks. Which is a little bit of a shame, but that's fine. If we have any problems, I can move it later, but I don't feel like it. So hide the lasers. And how much? Oh, we're not actually milking anything. There we go. So, with 4 buckets of LPG, that's to make plastic, and that's gonna work just fine. So, I think that's gonna be it for this episode. I probably have a bunch of quartz. We have a decent amount of quartz, so I'm gonna make more quartz. I'm gonna build more. Try to finish this platform before next episode so that we can start moving things around a little bit more. We'll move at some point tomorrow, not tomorrow, next episode. We'll move this guy, and yeah, we'll kind of go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!